Hello, I'm Thiago and this is the Go Anime channel. In this video, we're going to continue talking about the anime Uncle from Another World, licensed by Netflix. This is part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1 yet, click here on the card or on the link in the description. Let's go to part 2. The second episode of Uncle from Another World begins with a drop in the number of views on the uncle's YouTube channel. This makes them need to save money and think carefully about where they spend the little money they have. Oji-san becomes nervous after finding out the result of the Sega game ranking, which he read in an old magazine. Then, Oji-san starts exploring his memories again. As I said before, this is how the story unfolds throughout the anime. He shows how he was received as an orc every time he entered a new village. Then, he was pursued and attacked until he convinced everyone that he was just a human, usually winning everyone over with his powers. The village elder warns him that the legendary Blaze Dragon was recently resurrected. He fears that the village will be attacked and burned and asks for the uncle's help. At this point, Oji-san meets another important character in the plot, Mabel Leiba. She is a descendant of the Icy clan and is the guardian of the Freezing Sword. In order for him to obtain the Freezing Sword and confront the Blaze Dragon, he needed to break the Icy Mabel's heart. However, as the uncle was clueless with women, he didn't understand this and went on his way against the dragon. Later, while he was recalling how a year-end festival was like in the other world, Oji-san remembers that Mabel appeared in his hotel room. He wanted advice from him on how to be a strong warrior and even offered him a freezing sword. Did he accept it? Hey, attention please! The video is about to continue, but you, who are a good person and like to help others, I ask you to help this channel grow, because that way I'll be able to keep bringing new videos of new anime. Can I count on you? So follow this channel and leave a comment with your request for the next video. Time passed, and it was already the year 2018 when a new character entered the lives of these two. She is Fujimiya, a schoolmate of Takafumi. They studied together in elementary school. Takafumi meets her by chance in a square and invites her to his house to talk about old times. Just 30 minutes later, he showed up at his door, showered and changes clothes. Does she have an interest in Takafumi beyond friendship? However, she encounters Oji-san, and he believes she is an invading enemy and decides to try to erase her memory, but Takafumi intervenes. Oji-san apologizes because he didn't know she was a friend, but then uses another magic spell to read her thoughts, ends up discovering some thoughts she has about Takafumi. For me, the first 2 episodes are quite slow and don't spark much interest, but I tell you to keep watching because the story gets very interesting. To find out what will happen between Takafumi and Fujimiya, watch part 3 of the video. Thank you.